Hello there. Okay, so it is currently like 10 p.m., maybe 11 p.m., I don't really know. But I think it's a good time to make my books read of 2025. I didn't mean to do the drum roll, I just forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, I did not meet my goal, sadly, by 2 books. I read 28 this last year, whatever you want to call it, and my goal was 30. Painful, I know. Besides the pain that I have from not finishing those 2 books, I do have a lot of DNFs, so they count. Anyway, let's just get into this because it's gonna be a long video, honestly. Okay, so the first book that I read in 2025 was Believe Me by Tara Mafi. Ending this series was so much pain for me, honestly. I was gonna tab this, but I was crying too much because I knew it was ending. I know, now that I know there's gonna be more like books with a different, it's like a different series but with the same characters, I'm happy about it, and I did rewatch Me, that'll be coming up. Sneak peeks, okay? But I read this, I started reading this January 3rd. Why is my angle, what the fuck? Hold on. My angle might change throughout the video. It doesn't want to stay where it is. Anyway, I didn't want to finish this book. I read it from January 3rd to January 23rd because I was so scared to finish it. Honestly, I was like really sad because I knew it was ending. And it was a really good series. And I'm pleased with this book, but I wish there was more to this book. You know what I mean? I need to know more about the wedding. I need to know more about a lot of stuff. If you don't know, this is the, oh my god, I don't know what book it is. It's the 3rd novella and the like 12th book, honestly. It's probably not 12. It's like 9, 10, 11, or 12. One of those of the series, of the Shatter Me series. And I'm not gonna talk about what the Shatter Me series is about because I don't have all that time. I don't have all the time in the world to talk about one of the 28 books that I read, okay? Anyway, love this book. I gave it, oh wait, what did I give it? I gave it a 3.5. I feel like now that I'm looking back on it, it might be a 4 because of the ending of the series. But I think actually a 3.5 might be good because it's just how it ended. I don't know if I liked it, even though it is the ending. So yeah, I gave it 3.5. Pretty solid book. You know, I give a lot of books a 3.5. That's when I'm like, I like the book, good characters, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like enthralled by it, but like, it was good. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's move on. Next up, we get into kind of a slump here. This was bad. And it's the beginning of the year, which is the worst time you get into a slump, was The Maze Runner by James Dashner. Now this series is probably, it's like in my top 5, I'm gonna say. But I was in such a slump reading this, and I could not tell you what happened. I read the whole thing, but I just wanted to get it over with because I did not want to read. It was a bad time to read this book, and I feel like I might need to do like a little reread. But I read this book from January 24th to March 3rd. I don't know what I was doing. I did not want to read this book. As much as I love you, James Dashner, and all of your books, I don't know what it was. The first one just like, it scarred me, and I don't think it was because of the book. The book was not bad. I gave it a 3-star because of the slump. I feel like if I wasn't in the slump, it probably would have been like 3.5, maybe even 4. But like, I think it was mainly just the reason, I was in a slump, okay? And it was at the beginning of the year, and I didn't want to be in school anymore, even though we were like halfway there, and I was like, oh, I can't do this anymore. So yeah, but I did get through it eventually, okay? Let's move on. Now, next up, take a wild guess. Oh my god, it's the next book in the series. I read so many series this year, but this was my favorite book in, like, I hate to say it. Why do I hate to say it? I don't know. This and The Death Cure were my 2 favorites. I'd say these are kind of tied. Currently, I don't know what I rated them. I rated this a 4-star, which, that's pretty good. I read this from March 4th to March 16th. Not that bad. okay? I have schoolwork to do. Okay, I'm not gonna read a book in a day like some of y'all. I did do that before though. Okay, anyway. So this was good. It was good. It was nothing like the movie. I'm gonna say that. Nothing like the movie. But it was, I liked how it kind of wasn't like the movie, so that the book readers kind of have like a whole like other vibe, you know, of what the movie could have been. Kind of, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Anyway, 4-star book. Pretty good. We're gonna continue with this route of the whole Maze Runner series because like it's gonna be here. Obviously, next up is The Death Cure. Peak, honestly, really sad. Oh, I don't want to give spoilers. I won't give spoilers. There are some sad things in this book. Okay, I cried reading this book. Yes. Also, sorry that I'm bending them so much. I'm very fidgety today, and also these are very old. Not that old. I bought them like this year, at the beginning of the year, but at the beginning of last year, so a year ago. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna say it now. The book covers are ugly. They're ugly. This is the prettiest one, honestly. They're all ugly. But they're good books. Okay, that's why you can't always judge a book by their cover. Okay, because this is a good book. I forgot what I rated it, so I have to go check. I am actually so surprised with Past Me, because I gave this book a 4.5. That is a lot. I guess I really liked it. I don't know when I read it. I'm not gonna say all of when I read it. I'm assuming it was sometime in March to like early April. I don't know, but yeah. This is probably my favorite book in the series. I feel like it's, for me now, it's tied between these two. I guess back then I liked The Death Cure better, but I'm iffy about that. Let's continue with the Maze Runner. Next up is The Kill Order. I'm gonna be so honest. I gave this book a 3.5. It does not deserve a 3.5. I'm so sorry to y'all Kill Order fans. This was not it. And guess what's even worse? No, it's not that bad. I felt like pressured to read it because it was like finishing the series, even though they're like prequels. But this one wasn't as bad. This is the what's it called? What the fuck's it called? The Fever Code. The Fever Code isn't that bad. It's just, it took me like years to read. It took me so long. But I did read this and then I took a break. I read this and I was like, I'm fucking done with the Maze Runner for a minute. Like, hold your horse. Hold my love. My love is fair. If they copyright me on this very long video that I'm editing, YouTube, I'm gonna cry. I won't swear anymore. Okay? For your sake. I love you, YouTube. Anyway, let's get on with the video because I don't know what I read next. Okay, next up, let's give a round of applause. I'm not gonna actually do that, but let's give a round of applause for my first 5-star book of the year. And I'm gonna say it, probably my favorite book of the year. I love this book so much that I got a lot of merch for it. Watch Me by Tahereh Mafi. Whoa, I said that really weird. Tahereh Mafi. I can't speak today. Tahereh Mafi. I'm satisfied. Okay, so this book changed my freaking life. I tabbed the shit out of it, as you can see, and I read it in like 2 days. Crazy. But I did read it over like spring break or something. I don't think she can top this book. I'm gonna be honest, probably the best in the series. No, it's technically a new series, so it'll probably be the best. I don't know, it's just getting back into these characters 10 years later. It's so fun. Like, and also look at how pretty this book is. Look at it. Like, actually. And I was so happy about it. Also, they gave me this sticker when I got it, because I got it the day that came out. So they gave me the sticker. I was so happy that I got it, that I got the Fairy Loot edition, which was $40. Iconic book, stunning book. The fan art, like, and the cover pages on the inside, like, hello, cover pages, I don't know what I'm saying, like, hello. Also, okay, I guess I'll do this for y'all. Hello, look how beautiful this is. I needed the Fairy Loot edition. I need the Fairy Loot edition of everything. Fairy Loot is just too expensive, but they make the most beautiful books I've ever seen. And listen, books, I display my books in every way possible because they're amazing. Also, this is the other side, if you're wondering, because I changed it to to the fan art side because I like the fan art better. I'm sorry. But this is like actually, hold on, I gotta fix it. Okay, it's back on. Anyway, literally my favorite book. Literally, not ever, but maybe ever. Actually, this could be my favorite book ever. I'm not saying a lot. I need more merch for this book specifically and more fan art. Send it my way if you find more, because I could get it all. I would eat it up, bro. I would eat it up. Anyway, moving on. After this masterpiece, I don't remember what I read, so let's see. I did not know this. 5-star books back to back. This may, don't look at my laundry basket. This may only be a 5-star book because of the author. Yes, it's the Tommy and It Guide to Survival. I don't care. It's like a mix of like book and graphic novel. And that's why also I have my L'Manberg bookmark in here. Crazy. I read this entire book with a L'Manberg bookmark. When did this come out? I don't remember, but I have the signed edition. Do I? It is signed. I have the signed edition, and I got it when it came out. Literally the second it came out, because I read his first book with He Who Shall Not Be Named, and it's just I have to go back to the Dream SMP some days. It's just, I know he's not a part of the Dream SMP anymore. I know, I still watch him. Okay, I'm not a poser. I still watch him. He doesn't post, but I still watch him. Okay, and I was really happy when this came out. It's a good book. It's funny. It's what he was aiming for, and that's why I gave it a 5-star. Because maybe I'm biased that it's Tommy in it, but he's funny. Okay, I'm sorry, he's funny. Thank you. Okay, after I was in the world of Tommy in It for a while, I decided it would be a good idea to jump back into the Maze Runner. That's upside down. Okay, to jump back into the Maze Runner. Don't know why. I'm gonna be honest, you don't need to read this book. If you like the Maze Runner and you've read maybe the first 3, you don't need to read the prequels. You don't at all. Maybe it'll give you a little bit of background. This was boring as fuck. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad, like making fun of people's work. I'm not making fun of people's work. This is not my cup of tea, okay? I didn't need as much backstory as I got here because I didn't know anyone, and it was like weird. But I gave it a 3, which that was generous. I'm gonna say like a 2.5. For me. Okay? It bored me. I'm sorry. It bored me. And yeah. But hey, I love you, James Dashner. Love you. Please, don't come for me. No, he's not gonna see this. Anyway, sorry that it's the worst book in the series. It was the last book in the series, which is kind of a bummer. But it looks cool. I'm just trying to compliment it. Okay, let's move on. And if by now you're wondering what month we're in, we are in the end of April. Yes. Anyway, I was thinking I forgot to say the last authors and stuff. No, I didn't. Never mind, I'm stupid. Next up, April 25th, I started reading the Strawberry Patch Pancake House on my Kindle, and I finally got the hard copy so that I can make this video. Because I didn't want to edit it in. No, I'm joking. I had this hard copy for like a month, but I read it a while ago. Anyway, first Spice book ever, by the way. Wow. It was good. I have no words. I'm gonna say the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore was better, but it was good. Don't ask why I read this first and then the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore in a completely wrong order. Read the 4th book first and then the 2nd book second, which I probably should have done, but I should have read the 1st book first. There's 4. There's 5 now, actually. I need to read the 5th one. I read 2 of the 5. I have the Christmas Tree. What is it called? Just Christmas Tree Farm? Something like that. I forgot to read that for Christmas. I forgot to read it for Christmas. I'm sorry. It was in my manga era. Guys, I'm sorry. I need to get back into it. I was in a big slump, so I decided manga was the way to go to get me out of the slump. And I think that's fixing it. I need to finish Powerless. That's right. Okay, let me stop yapping and talk about this book because this is gonna be the longest video I've ever fucking made. Okay, this was a good book. Spice, crazy, but it was a good book. Pretty, like, I enjoyed it. It was cutesy. It's not the best thing ever, but it was It was a cute little romance with some spice that scared the shit out of me. But, hey, I read it in like 2 days. That's a world record. It's not. Reading on Kindle is so much faster for me. Anyway, I don't remember what I gave this. I gave this a 3.5, and I feel like that's worthy. It's worthy of a 3.5. It was good. I'm not gonna think about it ever again, probably, unless someone brings it up. But, you know, it was a good book. It's not life-changing. It was a cute little romance. Cute little small-town romance. Nothing else. I was content after reading it. I was like, okay, that's what I needed. That was it. Alright, let's move on. Next up, I was worried about this. I don't own the copy. I read it on my Kindle. I'm gonna put a picture here, hopefully. The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. Oh, I forgot to say the authors wrote them. They're both Laurie Gilmore. Amazing writer. This one was better. I'm gonna be honest. I just think I like the characters better. It's just a character thing. But yeah, again, spicy. I don't know. It was good. I give this a 4. Again, just a regular small town romance that I want to kind of continue the series, but like, basically what I did was I read the 4th one and I was like, I like these 2 characters. What book are they in? And then I was like, oh, their main book is the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. So that's when I was like, oh, I can read a book all about them. That's why I kind of liked it more, because I read the 4th one first. But don't do that. Don't do what I did. But it did give me an advantage slightly. So this was a good book. 4. 4 is a great rating, by the way. Okay, just saying, like, I don't fucking remember much about this book. I read it in April. But like, it was good. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Next up, unfortunately, we have Slump Number 2. I murdered the shit out of this book, and I'm so sorry to Haramafi. I got this wet so many... my camera. Like I was saying, I got this wet so many times. You can't really tell, actually, which is good. You can kind of there. It's, like, expanding. Anyway, I only tabbed, like, the first few pages. And I was like, I don't feel like tabbing anymore. Some books are just, like, you can't tab them. This was fucking long, okay? This was how many pages? Okay, this was, like, 500. This was 500 pages. That's probably why it put me in a slump. No, it was just a lot of high fantasy directly after a little small town romance, and it was not for me at the time. I gave it, like, a third. I keep forgetting what I'm like, actually, I think I have dementia. Okay. I didn't even need to look. It is a 3.5. A 3.5 is fine. It was okay. I'm gonna say maybe... I think that there's a difference between a 3.5 with a romance novel and a 3.5 with a fantasy novel. A 3.5 with a romance novel is like... It was okay. A 3.5 with the fantasy novel is kind of like... Wait, no. I did the opposite. With a romance novel, a 3.5 is like, oh, yeah, good book. A 3.5 with a fantasy novel, I feel like is like, oh, okay. That's how I felt about this book. It was great. Love the characters. Love the story. But I think the time that I was reading it was just awful. It was like I just read 2 little small town romances. I was getting into a new romance that I like, because I knew it was a romance. I just didn't know how like high fantasy this was. This is so freaking hard to understand. But I got it. I got the flow of the vibe. Did I even say the name of the book? It's This Woven Kingdom. I'm so tired. Let me go to sleep. I'm still only in May. I'm gonna get this over with. I might have to finish recording tomorrow. Fuck. No, I'm gonna do it. Okay, again, don't have the book. Romeo and Juliet. I read it for school. I gave it a 3. All I have to say about it. That's all I have to say about it. I read it for school. It's a school book. I didn't want to read it. But hey, it got added to my books of the year. So, it's fine. It was okay. I don't really know what happened. I wasn't there. I was there. I just, like, didn't want to read Romeo and Juliet. I was like, please let me read my fantasy novels. Like, get me out of here. Anyway. Yeah. I just realized the next book is over there. I hate that I have 2 bookshelves. That sounds so ungrateful, bro. That sounds so ungrateful, bro. I love my bookshelves. I love my bookshelves so much. I'm grateful that I have 2 of them. But I don't feel like getting up. Okay, let me get it. This was I think my final 5-star of the year. Twilight. This book is cringy as fuck, and I'm gonna say it. but I think the amount of cringe that it was made it good. And watching the movie before this and picturing the characters was amazing. I love Twilight with all my heart, okay? And this is a good book. And I love the annotations that I made. Literally love, okay? Like, you cannot, I don't know, I just love the colors. I love how I did this. I don't know. Anyway, good book. Good book. What I wanted, okay? Read it in not that long, I don't think. I didn't read New Moon though. Okay, we're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that, okay? I low-key have to finish this video tomorrow, but I'm gonna do my last 3 for tonight, okay? I'm sorry. I hope this doesn't, I don't know, I sighed. I feel so bad. I hope this doesn't Find You by Anne Liang. Sorry, I did look at the author. I read this in one night. I did. Shut myself in the face with it. It was good. It was low-key good. I need a sequel to this. Bad. This was good. I think I underlined some things. I don't think I annotated though. I didn't annotate. Well, that's what the fucking annotate. I'm so tired. I didn't tab. That's what I meant. Okay, this was a really good book. Maybe, I don't know what I rated it. I gave it a 3. Honestly, it's better than a 3. I don't know why I said a 3. I think it's 3.5. It was good. It was good, and I read it at night, so that makes it better. Oh my god, I saw my bookshelf in the reflection of that fucking mirror, and I thought it was Slender Man. We're gonna move on. I don't know what month we're in by now, but this is when I got into graphic novels heavily. Well, that's the wrong volume. We read Heartstopper. Cause I don't know. I gave this a 3.5. It was good. I watched the show, so I was like, I kind of need to go for it. It's kind of need to happen. I read some night, yeah. And then I think the day after that, I got volume 2. And I read this the other night. It was also a 3.5. I feel like all of them are a 3.5. They're all like good. They're just like, it's not gonna stick with me for the rest of my life, but it was really good. And I love this type of queer media. It's good. Hot take, I like the books better than the show. I think I do. Not necessarily the actors. I love the actors, all of them. I think it's just the vibe, maybe. I think it's the vibe because they're in book form and stuff. But yeah. I am going to finish this in the morning. So, I'm going to sleep. I love you. I'm not actually leaving. I'll be back in like 4 seconds. For you. Alright, bye. I am back. And you may be like, oh wow, I look different. In a few weeks. I forgot I was filming this video. I am so sorry. I know no one cares. But this will probably be uploaded sometime in the beginning of February because I have to edit it and stuff. And it's like January 20 something. I don't know. But I should probably finish this video. I realized now at like 8 p.m. that I should probably finish this. I looked back and I realized that I was doing Heartstopper, which is here, backwards by the way. And I was so tired that I said the wrong volume. This is volume 1, I think. Yes, this is volume 1. And this is volume 2, but this was volume 3. This is the book that I read probably the same month. I read them all around the same time. I think I gave this 3.5 as well. It was pretty good. Don't really remember what happened. This was probably sometime in the summer, I'm guessing. I have no freaking clue where we are. But yes. This is when I finished. I didn't finish. There's like 2 other books. I never finished it. I need to get them and finish it this year because these are cute and I finished Heartstopper and I'm sad that the movie's coming out and it's all gonna end soon. Okay, now we are getting into my manga phase, which continued throughout the whole to the end of the year. I don't know when it started because I didn't look at the month because I don't care now. But so I have a manga shelf over there and they're on kind of like a display and they're very hard to reach and get. So the only thing I could get was Demon Slayer Volume 2. It was the only thing within reach. So first I read Demon Slayer Volume 1. I'll probably put it somewhere here. Then for some reason I decided, fuck Volume 2, we're gonna start reading JJK. I don't know what my mindset was. But then I read JJK Volume 1. And then after that I read Demon Slayer Volume 2. This is the only thing that I can reach. I have to go check the ratings because I don't know why I didn't do that before. So I checked. This got a 3. The first volume got a 4.5, which I'm very shocked by. I think it was because Demon Slayer is just iconic, and starting it was great. And then JJK Volume 1 got a 4, which is pretty good. All a very good way to start manga. Do I suggest reading it how I did? No. Why did I start something and then move on to something else the literal day after? I don't know. I probably didn't have the second volume of Demon. I don't know. We're not going to talk about that here. But it's good. It's good. Okay, well, let's move on. It's probably more manga, I'm going to be honest. Little month check, if you're wondering. We are now in September because I had a little bit of a... How do I put this? Fuck, I forgot the word. Slump. I don't know why. I think I was in a slump finding the word slump. Anyway, I was in a slump for a little bit because I was like, I just need to read manga to get out of my slump. So that's what I did. Oh my god, it keeps... Never mind. So I read volume 3 of Demon Slayer. Again, it's something that's out of my reach because I have Demon Slayer in a way that's displayed with figures on top of it that I don't feel like moving it, but some of it I can reach. So I did get 4 because I read 4 right after that. Both of them, I think I gave this one higher. I gave this one a 4, I believe. I couldn't tell you what I gave 3 and I don't feel like looking, so don't ask. So, because this is when we meet Inosuke, and Inosuke is my favorite character besides Tengen. Okay, besides Tengen. Tengen's there. They're equal to me. Inosuke and Tengen are equal to me. Anyways, so this is why I ranked this good. Then I went ahead and I read the first volume of Chainsaw Man because I bought the entire box set impulsively. Not the entire box set. It goes up to volume 11, I think, and there's 19. And I needed to start reading it. So I don't know why I gave this. I'll tell you the ratings after because I'm still filming. So I probably should have Anyway, this is what I read after that. And then after that, I was like, I've watched enough BL in my time. I need to start reading it. We need to start reading it. So we got into Given, which is an amazing BL, by the way. If you're wondering, if you're wanting to start getting into reading it or watching it, this is good. This is a good one. Are there trigger warnings? I'm trying to think. I watched this a while ago. I'm trying to think. Yeah, probably. Oh, am I allowed to say it on YouTube? Grape. Yeah, probably that's one of them. I'm sorry. You can't. I try to avoid it. I try. It's a good anime. Besides that, it's something that it's not a big part of it at all. So anyway, this is volume 1. And that's what I read directly after those 3. So I'll tell you what I gave them now. Okay, 3 I gave 3.5. 4 I gave 4. Okay. Chainsaw Man I gave 3.5. And then Given I gave 4. That's what I have for y'all. I am just realizing we are reaching the end. We have reached the end, actually, unfortunately, if you liked this long video. Anyway, there's more, obviously, but I'm still saying that. Then I went ahead and I read volume 2. I'm gonna finish it back. Volume 2 of Chainsaw Man. And then guess what after that? Volume 3 of Chainsaw Man. And volume 4 of Chainsaw Man. Oh, I'm gonna get fucking killed for that. Blur this. That wasn't blood. That was fruit juice. And then I read JJKO, literally New Year's Eve, which was surprising. I can't get it though, because it's also a weird display way. But that is it. I have read a lot more actually. Now in the month of January, it's ending soon, but I can't show you that obviously because this is my 2025 wrap. I hope you enjoyed this video because this is one of the longest videos I've ever made. And it's actually something I really enjoy doing. So I really hope to do it this year or next year, whatever you want to say. Mom, anyway, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed, like I said, and I will see you guys next time. And guess what? I just lied to you. I completely forgot to show you the books that I either didn't finish or DNF'd. We're starting off strong. Some Girls Do by Jennifer Dugan. I didn't DNF this because I didn't like it. I DNF'd it because I forgot I was reading it. I started reading it at the beach one day. I never finished it. Sorry. It's a good book. It's a good book. I just never finished it. I Who Have Never Known Men. I'm not gonna try and say her name. Great author though. I tabbed this. I think I got to page 42. This was too much of a depressing book to read in school. So I just decided I'm gonna read something else, and then I just put it aside for too long and I never finished it. This is something I will be finishing this year. This is a very interesting story. I need to know more about it. New Moon. This is just something I didn't finish. I'm almost done with it. I got really bored when Jacob was even here. I don't care about him at all. Team Edward all the way. So I got bored and I stopped reading it for a little bit, and then I got on my Kindle and that helped me a little bit, but then I just was like, I need to read something else, and then I just forgot about it. That's another one of those books. Fable for the End of the World by Ava Reed. Love Ava Reed. Also, this is a beautiful book. I read one chapter. Sorry. I read one chapter and I was like, this is too high tech right now. And that's when I started to get into a slump. And this was like, I can't do this right now. It seems like a good book. It will be being read sometime. I don't know when. Powerless. This is just something that I haven't finished yet. I have been reading this. This is what I'm gonna go read when I go to bed tonight. I haven't finished it. I started it at the end of the year, so that's why I haven't finished it, but it will be getting finished. Summer Nights Are Pretty. We all know it. We all love it. If you don't, I don't know. I started reading this in the summer, and then it was fall, and I was like, I need to read fall books, and then I forgot about it. This will be finished this summer. Probably. This summer it will be read. Finally, that bookmark is way too far down. These Infinite Threads by Tahira Mafi. She's my favorite author ever. So saying this is really sad. This was too much for me at the time. I could not bear it. It was beginning of school. I think I started reading this at the beginning of school, and it was just a lot going on. I was like, I can't do it's a high fantasy book. It's not good right now. And then I never found a good time to finish a high fantasy book. I did read the first one. This is the second book in the series. The first one, good. It was good. It was a lot, but it was good. My favorite series of all time is the Shatter Me series, so that's why I decided to read this series, because it's by the same author, and it's amazing. It's just a lot. It's just a lot to deal with, and I need to be in the right mind to deal with it. Okay? Those are all the books that I didn't finish reading or DNF'd. I don't really DNF any book. I will finish them. I just don't know when. That's my problem. With that being said, I'm sorry I tricked you earlier by saying that was the end of that video. It isn't. Welcome to this great segment that I just forgot about and forgot to put in. But, see? Okay, I don't know. Anyways, you heard what I said before. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. This is for real this time. Bye!